drive, engine on, go. Okay, so it's turned around, and I should now be able to do some things. So, unfold that, lower the debris, and turn it on. I think it's the round bales end up bigger as well. I'm not sure. No, the square bales end up a little bit bigger than the round bales. So still there's a little bit of efficiency in using square bales. Back at the barn, alright, back at our yard, I have managed to shred all of the straw bales into the cow shed, so we are completely out of loose baled straw at the moment. However, yeah, we're right at harvest time. We are going to harvest normally the oats, so that will all be producing straw as well. On other matters, we're gonna sell the oats as a crop. Well, actually, no, we're not, because oh, stupid freaking hedges. That's that whole the hedge bales can't drive through hedges deal, and obviously with a steering rear axle on the baler, that just managed to just get a bale into the collision of the hedge, and I just got totally stuck there. No, it's still running. Oh, it looks like our little Massey Ferguson got stuck again. Dude. Really? So, this means its next turn should still be a right-hand turn. So running this way up the field, at the top of the field, we have to turn right. There is obviously a lot of snow blowing around out there, being blown off the trees and off the rooftops. So not a particularly friendly day. Okay, you're doing your thing. I am doing my thing. The thing here is our turn radius is not the bestest. I think the merge max is running longer on the field than our little Vermeer rake does. So there's less cleanup to do, but I think along the bottom I am going to have to run a merge away from the edge of the field, so we can actually get the baler close to where I want it to be. Okay, we have some grass along this track. I'll pick that up. It's not the greatest or the biggest yield. OCD farmer says, having grass on the track just bugs me. Okay, so we've got a double row here. Mower's almost done. Just need to see 3 vehicles with, oh shoot, 3 vehicles that have pink lettering to indicate they're running off a worker. And that's good. Now, I need to run down to the Deutz very, very, very quickly, please. Oh, too late. Okay. Trouble here is we are dumping hay off to the right side. Damn. Okay, well, it is what it is. And I didn't want it to do that because running a square baler close to a hedge is probably going to end up with us not being able to pick up that swath of hay, because grass gets stuck in hedges, or bales get stuck in hedges. It's not the most ideal of things to be happening. Kind of wanted to catch that early and run it from the bottom up, but failed, so nearly finished doing all of this field. That's a good thing. Okay, the mower's finished, so we can move on to the 4th field in this block. And then the other 2 fields are somewhere across from our yard. Now, the logistics of completing these contracts, hay always delivers to the bale sell point. So all of these bales are going to the same place. And I'm going to leave the last 2 fields to be done by me. To be collected closest to the farms, so we can just deliver the hay directly to the cattle shed. Okay. So, this is what I wanted to be doing on the last row of the field. Okay, I'm going to lower that, turn it on, and so the idea is that all the hay on the edge of the field is now in the middle of the field, where we can collect it more easily. I wonder if I can go back and possibly go back up this edge very, very carefully and shift that row from underneath the hedge into the middle of the field, where it's going to be much easier for the baler to collect. Mostly. Now, maybe if we ever end up owning this corner of the map, I might take down this middle hedge line and merge 108 and 109 together. Okay, lift that and probably fold it just so we can get out of here. Okay. Now, this one, we're going to merge from this side, I believe. I could go around and mess with the merge left, merge right stuff, but frankly, not gonna bother with that today. Okay, engine on. Come on, do the thing. Oops. This edge to do and the top edge to do, and that's it. So we've ended up with quite a nice coverage of this field. Gonna have to run the mower around the big field, obviously, again. Then let this thing loose on the big field. And again, I'll start from the back edge. And it looks like the mower had a big problem partway doing this. Okay, let's turn the engine off on that for a minute. Find the mower. Yay, mower. Okay, turn it on. That lower? No. Oh, driving the wrong way. Mind out, deer. Haven't seen many deer in our yard this year. So all this cutting outside of the edge of the field is obviously giving us more grass that is going to be just bonus grass for us. And all good for the feeding of the cows. Oh, it really doesn't like this edge of the field. Well, not so much edge of the field as edge of the map. So we might have a little bit of problem with the Massey Ferguson heading this first row. They may do that manually, and then I can set it off on a worker from there onwards. I mean, bottom line, we're going to have to do the edges anyway. I'm not too worried, I guess, about it messing up some of this. I kind of prefer it if it just did as much as I could itself, because then I don't have to come back and fill in the bits. Okay, we are now at the bottom of the field. We'll swing that a little bit wide so we'll take one part of the track. And then the final field, I think, is 103 in this block. So I'll go get this started on that. Then we'll run around all the workers and get them doing their workering thing. Did did that. Shut down and fold it. Now this is probably one of the animal pens. Sure looks that way. 103. And that's 102 to our right, so yeah, animal pen. All the way round. That is not the entrance, okay. It's the grass for a cow shed. This cow shed here. And entrance is not here either. I need to cut this field, so where is the entrance? Oh, in the shade. That's a little bit different, I guess. Normally the gates are right next to the shed. So what's the best way to do this? I think running east-west. He goes. Okay, so he's doing his thing. Oh, the grass in this field actually extends under the hedge. So, oh well. Anyway, next heading. Engine on. Engine down. Next, merging. I think I need to get this a bit straighter. I'll try and get this a little bit further away from that hedgerow so I can line it up a little bit better. And that looks ideal. Question is, can I reverse this? This is actually not too bad a piece of equipment to reverse in a straight line because the wheels on it are so far back. And oh, that's turned on for some reason. I think the problem is because the merger was on, it wasn't detecting anything to pick up there. Anyway, let's back to the baler. Where is the baler? You baler. Huh? I skipped right through it, didn't I? Yes. Alright. So, looks like here, actually, you know what? I'm going to raise the pickup and go pick up the stuff from the bottom because that way we end up at the top of the field, which is exactly where I want to be. Actually, do is not do a good job on this corner. I'm going to get those 2 bits over there, because OCD Farmer says we need all the stuff. Also, this not my baler, so we're going to lose what's in it at the end of the contract list. Then I can run along this edge. I'll see if I can pick up anything else from the track. Oh, the Merge Max has finished its job. That's gonna be, well, I don't know. It's not the bestest of plans. But I could, what I can do there, I could merge the outer edge of the field to pull all of the grass away from the hedgerow. And then, turn it off, there we go. Then dump bales from the back. Dude. That's kind of the annoying thing with the square balers, is they have an issue ejecting that last bale. Okay, we are done with this tractor for now. The tedder is doing tedding. This is screwed up. And the mower's doing okay. Right. Engine on. Lower that, turn it on, and as I said, we're going to sweep from the edge. Don't think I'm going to make that turn. Oh, yes, I am. Because things and stuff. Okay, let's get the tractor straight here. Straighter here. We can carry on with this pull from the edge. Go again down here, pull from the edge and along the top. This field, I think the problem with this field is that the hedgerows are way too close to the actual field boundary. So a lot of our equipment there's just no room to run the piece of equipment to the field edge. But the nice thing about this this windrower is that you can pick the side. Some of the windmill style windrowers pull from the pull to the right or to the left, so they do have a level of sort of double row merging. However, it boils down to you don't have control. You have to pick which way you're going round, because it's just not going to be happy, or it's going to cause you problems if you go the wrong way. Let's just say, okay, you can do the going. Okay, who else is doing things? You're still doing things. We need to bale the next field, and you're still doing things. So I think we'll bale the next field. Except I can't. So, and what? Okay, this tractor's in relatively good shape, so... Oh, and worker B has completed their task. Of course he has. Let's move the camera view so I'm not taking tree branches to the head. So we now have this funky orange 2CV as part of the AI traffic on this map. I think the AI traffic has been switched to Alien Jim, is it? His right-hand drive traffic. So rather than all the stuff we're normally used to seeing, I don't know that you see many 2CVs out on British roads, but there's the yellow one and that orange one. A friend of mine did own one once, and I do remember he had... There's basically a cable between the shifter in the engine compartment and the gear lever in the cabin, and that broke, and he was in a parking space face in. Wasn't too much of a problem. All he did was pop the hood, stuck it in reverse, pushed the clutch in and started the engine, and used the clutch to control the sort of the drive shaft engage point, and reversed it out of the parking spot. Then he had to turn the engine off, shift the engine into, I think he said second gear, then got back in the car and clutch in, and restarted the engine and drove home in second. Those cars are not very powerful. Two horsepower, technically. I do remember in the hilly parts of France, the people we were staying with had a van version of that car, and they wanted their bottles returned to the bottle bank, which was across the valley and up the hill on the other side. So, okay, I got halfway up that hill before the car just wouldn't do anything. And so I ended up having to turn the car around, stick it in reverse, and drive backwards up the hill to the bottle bank. Okay. I am not sure if this is going to work or not. As I've noticed with some with our mowing setup, and it may be just our mowing setup that's the issue, the vehicles remember which way they turned last, and it was supposed to turn left when it reached that end of the field and didn't, or was unable to. So it may think it gets to the end of this end of the field and wants to turn left. So we'll sit with it for a minute. I mean, the only thing I've got to do now is I can actually get the baler started. You're good. Back up. Give me a clue which way you're going to go. Going to turn right. You're still working. Baler is good. Engine on, lower the dude. And so right at this moment here, I don't have a bale in the baler. So the baler does not have an issue with driving through hedges, but as soon as we've generated one bale in the back of the baler, that's a real physical object and will cause all sorts of not passing through hedge issues. As you can see, this is actually a triple row rather than a double row, and this baler is not too happy about the swath width. And yeah, that's not exactly ideal either.